Hi guys, this is Tia, also known as Dots5678. That is exactly how my hair feels right now. It has been danced out, stretched out, sweated out, tired out. It's really old, but the great news is today is finally part 5 of my Curly Girl series where I'm going to show you how I trim my ends. So I'm going to go and do a wash and go, and this time I'm actually going to add gel to my wash and go, and I will put the link in the comment section below to show you where you can click on and watch my previous video using gel in my wash and go. For trimming my ends, I probably will add a little more gel than I normally would in that video, meaning as I'm separating my hair, I will probably just dip my fingers in the gel and then run it down the strands of my hair, whereas in the wash and go, I actually just smooth it on and separate. So as I'm separating, I will dip my fingers in the gel to add a little more gel. What this will do is provide a little more stiffness to my hair and allow my hair to clump and separate a little bit better. That way, as I'm going through trimming my ends, I can actually get to my hair a lot better for trimming my ends. Now, again, I am following the method that is used to trim my ends that is used in the Curly Girl Handbook, and when I come back, I'll remind you guys what that book looks like and just kind of go through it and show you how I trim my ends. So without further ado, yay! We are going to get this thing knocked out, and you can see my hair is a hot bowl of old hot mess. So I'm going to go and tame this beast on top of my head and do a co-wash and do my wash and go method. And when I come back, I will actually not do the wash and go method on camera because, again, I'll put the links I'll actually add the link also to my latest coconut conditioner and coconut oil only wash and go, just kind of that way you have both of those for reference. And again, I'll include the one that I use gel with my wash and go. And I will come back and you will actually get to see, because I've gotten a lot of requests for this, to see my hair after it dries from doing a wash and go, where you can see how big it is now, but usually it's like this short bob mushroom and it shrinks all the way up to my ear. So I won't come back until my hair is actually completely 100% dry. And you'll be able to see my shrinkage when I come back. So I will see you guys soon. Of course, you can tell I just woke up, but you know, hey, let's get the day started. So I'll talk to you guys soon. See you in a bit. And now you can truly see how much my hair shrinks up. Remember how I was saying it just shrinks right below my ears. And this is, my hair is now completely dry from doing the wash and go using only conditioner and gel. I did not add oil to it this time because, again, I wanted, in order to cut my ends, I wanted to have the stiffness in my hair so that I could pick up the individual curls like so. So what you'll need is just some clips like this and some cutting shears. I actually got these a couple of years ago from Target, and I believe they were right around 20 or maybe under, a little under. So 20 bucks, that is. So anyway, this is what I'm going to do to start trimming my ends. I'm going to section my hair, and I'm going to do actually 3 sections on each side of my head. So I'm going to go ahead and get my hair sectioned, and then I'll come back because I don't want to make the video too long and make you watch me put my hair in so many sections, and then I'll come right back. See you in a bit. Alright, so I'm back, and as you can see, my hair has been, I just kind of clipped it up out of the way. I'm not really, again, I want to keep this kind of stiff until I actually get ready to clip my ends. So what I did was, not in any like tight sections, I just kind of folded my hair over and stuck the clip in. And this back section, which is where I'm going to start, I actually left a few strands out. Now, my goal is not necessarily to get my hair even per se, because of course when your hair is curly, you really can't tell. However, my hair does pretty much consistently stay even. I thought that doing the back first would be great for me to show you guys so that you can see, because my tighter curls, or my tightest curls I should say, are in the back of my hair. So what I'm going to do is just kind of stretch my hair all the way out. And then, I don't know if you can see that, but do you see like that little thin area right there? So I'm going to go ahead and trim that. I'm going to go kind of halfway up in the middle of my little curlicue section. And I'm just going to snip that off. And this is how I cut my ends. And you'll be able to tell once I actually get all of my ends cut and be able to see the trimming. Now, this can be kind of long and tedious, so I won't have you guys sit through the whole thing, but I do want to go ahead and get through the back to kind of show you exactly how I trim. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing. I don't know if you guys can see that little curl. Okay, so I'm going to cut probably right about in there. And then just so you can see the size, I don't know if you could see the size of my little curlicues that I just cut. I'll do this. So it's not a lot, but it is enough. I do see like a little single strand knot in there. I'm sure you probably can't see because of my the size of it or whatever, but the good thing is I'm able to kind of get in there and cut away some single strand knots that I developed at the end of my hair, and then also cut away any split ends that may have developed over time. Now again, I do cut my ends, trim my ends every 6 months, so that will be twice a year. And so as I'm done cutting, I'll just take another one of these clips, and then I'll just kind of stick this over in here just so that I can keep track of what I've already trimmed. But usually you can tell by the cut. And again, I got this method from the Curly Girl Handbook by Lorraine Massey. And before I come back and do the front section, when I get ready to come back, I'll show you guys again the book to remind you what it looks like. So again, I'm just going to trim at the end, like in the middle of the curl. And it says actually that you want to cut in the C part of the curl. And I usually just kind of trim away what I see is bad. Because I don't use any heat on my hair, I don't have a lot of split ends or any bad ends, but I do so for maintenance and also to keep the overall health of my hair. I just realized the other day while I'm rambling to you guys as I trim my ends, I did realize the other day that this coming August will be 3 years since I've straightened my hair, and I thought that that was pretty darn cool. So I never thought that I would actually make it that long, but now I'm so proud of myself. So again, I'm just going to snip right in here and get that off. So you can see consistency wise, I'll put this on some paper just so you can see about my curls that I'm trimming. They're all about the same size. So, anywho, I'm going to go ahead and get most of this done, and I'll come back when I get ready to do the end sections. See you in a bit. My hair done, and as you can see, as I'm done, whenever I'm done with a section, I just go ahead and twist it up. And what I'm doing here is I just take a little small sections down, and as I'm done clipping that little strand or whatever, I just add it to this clip. Anywho, I'll just go ahead and kind of keep going and allow you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay, so again, what I do is go ahead and stretch my hair out. And as you can see, I don't know if you can really see that, but I'm going to cut right here where this little curve comes in. And I don't know if you can see that. And it may not seem like much because it's curled up, but I would assume it's probably about maybe a half an inch, a quarter inch of hair. And again, because I don't use any heat on my hair, my ends won't be that bad. And as well, not only not using heat, but because I do take really good care of my hair by, deep conditioning once a week and those type of things. So again, I'm going to just keep stretching. And as you can see, this is the reason I was saying that I wanted my hair, I added too much gel because I want my hair to clump well so that I can really see and get into the parts that I need to trim. So I'll just kind of let you see. I don't know if you can really tell, but that's, the amount I'm really cutting off. Now, just a tip, and I'm glad this actually happened. If you, for instance, lose a piece of hair that you've just recently cut and it mixes back in, what you can do is go back to that section and then just run your fingers down, and you can tell by the cut, just the smoothness of your ends when you run your fingers down, and then also you can feel the blunt cut that you just did versus just some long strands that may have knots. Now, I know I'll get this. Does your hair have to be long in order to do this? No, I've actually been doing this since I big chopped, since I did my big chop. So I would say probably my hair was probably about neck length the first time I ever did this. And again, I just do this every 6 months or so, and I do this always on my curly hair. I've never straightened my hair to trim my ends. Now, that is something that you can do. Of course, this is what I do for me, and I want to show you guys what I do and what works for me. However, if this is not something that you want to do or you're afraid of doing so, then I definitely recommend you either straighten your hair to trim your ends or go to a professional who can trim your hair while it's curly. But I do want to show you guys that you can do this on your own and don't have to. This was actually a strand that I just cut, and I usually can tell. Sorry, I got off subject. But I usually can tell by the blunt cut at the end, if you can see that there. But anywho, back to what I was saying. But I just want to show you guys that you can do this on your own. It does take a little bit of time, just depending on your hair length. Something that I do is, because while I'm trimming my ends and I want to be in front of the mirror, I do this in front of the mirror, and I also just kind of turn on Netflix on my laptop or whatever while I'm trimming, just to kind of help pass the time and so that I don't get terribly bored. Now, the more used to it you get, it won't take as long. So, and especially the longer your hair gets, it'll go a lot faster as well. When I first did it, it took me a while because I was trying to see the ends of my hair from the back. But of course, the longer my hair is, then I can just stretch it around in front of my eyesight to do so. One thing that you could do is also, if you have somebody that you trust to trim your ends in the back, you can also do that. Okay, so I've gotten pretty much all the hair, except I have this little section left. And again, this is how I keep my hair separated, by just putting it in this hair. So I'm in this clip, I'm sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and get finished. I'm going to do my whole head, and then I'll come and add oil and scrunch out the crunch of the gel in my hair so you guys can see the difference in my hair since I've trimmed my ends. So I will talk to you guys very soon. See you back. I finished trimming all of my ends, and to get the crunch out, that gel cast, I just took some olive oil, and I used some, this is a recycled bottle actually, and so I just use olive oil that I buy at the grocery store over the counter, or on the shelves I should say, and I just keep refilling this bottle. So I just kind of put a little bit in the palm of my hands, and each time that I was taking the twist down, because you remember after I was finishing a section from clipping the ends, I twisted it up. So each section that I did, I put a little bit of olive oil in my hand and then smoothed it down from root to tip, and then concentrated on the ends just to seal the ends of my hair, since I just trimmed them, just to kind of give them some moisture since they were freshly cut, and smooth it down the length of my hair in order to kind of work away some of that gel and then that crunchiness. And then it has allowed my hair to be very bouncy and flowy, and in my opinion, I don't know if you can tell the difference in my hair since I trimmed my ends from when I first started the video, but I definitely can. I feel like my hair looks already healthier and a lot better. So I'm hoping that since I trim my ends, that maybe I can wear more wash and goes. I don't know, we'll see. I was getting a lot of tangles, and so it could have been attributed to those straggly ends where I was getting the single strand knots and everything. But worst case scenario, I'll just do a braid out or a twist out. But I have a feeling I'm going to like my braid outs and twist outs much better now that my ends are trimmed. Now again, I only trim my ends twice a year, which is every 6 months. But again, I take very good care of my hair, and I do not use any heat on my hair, and I do regular deep conditioning treatments and moisture training and everything. So with that said, I don't know, for you, you may need to trim a little more often if you don't follow the type of regimen that I do, or if you use heat. But again, that is the reason I only trim ever so often, because I take very, very good care of my hair. I hope this video was helpful. If you do not or have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button below. If you have any comments or video requests, please leave those also in the comments section below. Any questions, and I'll be happy to answer those questions as they come in. And also, if you don't already, please follow me on Instagram at tots_5678. Please also follow me on Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter at tots5678. And please don't forget to follow my blog, which is Me, My Girls, and OurNaturalCurls.com. I'll keep the videos coming. I hope that you guys found this helpful. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I welcome you to my channel, and I appreciate you subscribing and taking the time to watch my videos, as well to my existing subscribers. Again, I thank you guys for staying with me and following me along on this journey and watching my videos. I love you all, and I'm so glad to be back, and I'll see you soon.